name is Beth Stelzer. I'm a former medical laboratory technician, now a wife, mom, and amateur powerlifter. I am the founder of the nonpartisan grassroots coalition Save Women's Sports. I'm here today in red and blue to remind you that this should not be a partisan issue, and that because I represent people from all sides of the political spectrum, from all beliefs and backgrounds, we all stand together, including transgender athletes on my team, to protect fairness for females. This issue should not be about religion or politics. It's about common sense, and this is a hands across the aisle moment. Most assume I am a conservative Christian for taking on this issue, but for the record, I'm not religious and I do not hold party ties. I'd like to share a little story with you. Powerlifting has empowered me through many life struggles, including the PTSD I suffered from domestic abuse and stalking. I train 2 to 3 hours a day, 5 to 7 days a week, and just as much time preparing my meals to enter the women's state championships. I surpassed many female obstacles, including a miscarriage, to achieve my goal. However, activists disrupted the entire event because a male was not allowed to compete in the women's championships, and it was devastating for us women. In powerlifting, the male competitive advantage is 64%. Males pretty much lift double the female records, and when half a pound can determine the winner, it's huge. Puberty and testosterone should not be deciding factors in this issue. The differences between the two sexes are evident at birth and merely cemented with puberty. Fairness, privacy, and safety for females must be ensured and protected. Current studies continue to confirm that even after medical interventions, the physical advantages of males are not mitigated. Women are not a hormone level. We should not wait idly until a female in South Carolina is seriously injured or until all of their records are held by males to do something. Many females are directly harmed by males who took championships, destroyed long-standing records, and denied women their rewards of their years of hard work. People like me who speak up, we risk losing our scholarships, sponsorships, and even our jobs. Yes, I have teammates who have been fired for speaking up. We are slurred as transphobic, bigoted, and even racist. I receive gruesome death threats for simply trying to preserve fairness for females. Out of fear, we have become the silenced majority. I share my story to represent those bullied into silence, and because it should not rest upon the shoulders of young women like those in the Connecticut lawsuit to fight this. I have moms messaging me that their daughters have walked away because they are tired of competing against boys. We are not, as some might say, in search of an issue. We are proactively nipping this in the bud. When we allow males into female spaces, we are discriminating against females. Just think about it. If we allow males to compete in female sports, we're going to have male sports, we'll have co-ed sports, but female sports will fade away. This bill is not a ban. It allows all athletes to compete fairly on the basis of sex. It's not rooted in hate or transphobia. It's simply on the basis of sex to protect females. The intended purpose of Title IX, which mentioned before, we haven't even had for 50 years, and women still do not see the equality from. Identities don't play sports. Bodies play sports. Please set the precedent to protect females. Thank you for tackling this serious issue. I stand for questions. And I have expert testimony from the girls in Connecticut to hand to you.
Senator Rice.
Thank you. Where are you from?
Minnesota.
Okay, can you tell me how many occurrences that you have run into or you're familiar with?
This is a growing problem across the world at all levels, from young kids to the elite level in Olympics, and it's seen nationwide. A lot of the issue we have is that we are bullied into silence. It has been a toxic environment that women are afraid to speak up, and I truly feel that we would have more people speaking up if we didn't face the harassment and the death threats like I do.
Okay, thank you.
And also, it's illegal for their status to be unveiled in some situations. So we sometimes don't know that that is a male athlete competing in the female sports.
Just picking up on what you just said, and when you go to compete, I mean, is it on the entry forms or anything? I mean, is it ever asked the question if you are transgender or biological male? I mean, is that ever asked?
In my sport of powerlifting, yes, you're asked male or female, but that's the issue we get is people can change their driver's license, their birth certificates to whatever they choose. The conflation of gender identity and sex is our major issue here. We need to be clear with language. Biological sex is what we're dealing with, and we need to create rules to protect females and underline that.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.